Hey there, I'm your loyal chair, the one who's always got your back. Literally. Whether you're resting, working, eating, or thinking deep thoughts, I'm always right beneath you. But have you ever wondered where I came from? Well, get comfortable. Because I've got a story to share. My journey began thousands of years ago, long before cozy cushions or reclining backs. In the beginning, people didn't really sit the way you do now. Most sat on the ground, on stones, or on simple wooden benches without backs or legs. Sitting was more about resting than relaxing. But then came ancient Egypt around 3000 BC. That's where my real story begins. Egyptians crafted some of the first real chairs, made of wood, sometimes with ivory and gold, and often raised off the ground. But here's the twist. Only royalty and the very rich were allowed to use me. I wasn't just furniture, I was a throne.
Pharaohs sat on me to show their power. I was high, elegant, and decorated with animal legs, carvings, and symbols of wealth. Sitting in a chair back then meant you were somebody important. My reputation spread to ancient Greece and Rome. The Greeks introduced a simple, curved wooden chair called the klismos, with a graceful design that's still admired today. In Rome, they used me in courts and forums. If you were a Roman senator or a judge, you sat in a curial chair, a folding X-shaped seat, sometimes covered in fancy leather or metals.
But for the average Roman citizen, sorry, no chair. You still sat on benches or stools. For centuries, I was the symbol of status and command. That's actually where the word chairman comes from, the one who has the chair, or in other words, the one in charge. Then came the Middle Ages. Life got a little harder, and so did I. In castles and churches, I became heavy and carved from thick wood. I was built to last. Again, I was usually reserved for lords, bishops, or heads of households. Everyone else? They got the bench. But don't worry, times were changing. By the Renaissance, my fame was spreading. People began seeing chairs not just as power seats, but as everyday furniture. Craftsmen began creating me in different shapes, styles, and sizes. In France and Italy, I got curves, cushions, and flair. I went from throne to household hero.
Fast forward to the 18th and 19th centuries, I became the centerpiece of every home. Whether by the fireplace, at the dinner table, or in a reading nook, I was there. My legs turned, my arms curved, and I was stuffed with fabric, straw, even horsehair for comfort. Then came the Industrial Revolution, and everything changed. Suddenly, factories could make me fast and cheap. Chairs weren't just carved by hand anymore. Machines could make dozens a day. I went global. Dining chairs, rocking chairs, office chairs, folding chairs, you name it, I did it.
In the 20th century, designers started treating me like art. I was bent, molded, reinvented. From the smooth modern lines of Charles and Ray Eames to the colorful pop designs of the 60s. I wasn't just something to sit on, I was a statement. And now, here in the 21st century, I'm more diverse than ever. I've got ergonomic curves to help your back. I roll, swivel, recline, rock, and adjust. I'm in homes, offices, cafes, airports, even in video games and space stations. I've seen you study, sleep, celebrate, and cry. I've held up kings and kids, poets and programmers. I might look simple, but I've supported humanity, body and soul, for thousands of years. So the next time you sit down, just remember, I'm not just four legs and a seat. I'm a piece of history, and I've always got you. Thanks for letting me tell my story. Take a load off. You've earned it.